Here we go. There's the presentation. This is for 25 CUP 0106. The request is for short-term rental, a conditional use permit to allow short-term rental of a dwelling unit that is not the primary residence of the owner. This is in the R5 zoning district and in the neighborhood form district. The applicant is requesting for 3 bedrooms for 8 guests max. There is off-street parking available on site, and there is no short-term rental approved by a CUP within 600 feet of the property. Here's the aerial view of the property. And here is the zoning map. It's all within residential. And then this is the short-term rental proximity map. Here is the front view of the subject property. And then here's properties to the east of the subject property, and then to the west of the subject property. Staff finds that this is adequately justified for approval. There is no 600-foot issue. It meets all applicable standards of the conditional use permit for short-term rental, and there's adequate off-street parking. Your required actions for today is to approve or deny the conditional use permit. You did receive additional photos provided by the applicant at the start of the hearing that you should have. Do you have any questions for staff?
Don't believe there are any at this time. Thank you. Ms. Castro?
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. Name and address, please.
My name is Veronica Castro. My address is 5317 Oak Creek Lane, Louisville, Kentucky, 40291.
Thank you. Ms. Castro, raise your right hand, please. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give today is the truth?
Yes.
All right. What would you like the board to know?
Okay, well, this house was converted, into an Airbnb, and being that it's very close to the airport and the expo center, we are trying to apply for the permit to allow us to do it.
Okay. Is this your first short-term rental?
No, it's the second.
And Ms. Castro, are you going to manage the property?
And yes. In between my daughter and myself, we manage everything.
Okay. And how far are you from the property in case there is an emergency?
I am probably is 5 miles away from there. But I am always on the look, checking everything. We are going to have cameras outside, of course, to always be when they are checking in, checking out, how many people is coming. Our rules are very strict.
Okay. And will you be advertising on
Airbnb?
Okay. All right. Is there a community meeting, a neighborhood meeting?
Yes, we did it back in March or February, but nobody showed up.
Okay. Have you spoken with any of the neighbors? Are you aware of any concerns?
We have been there during the small renovation, and it looks very like nobody is there. Just hi to one of the neighbors, but no, not at all.
Okay. So the structure is vacant now. The property
Yes,
is vacant.
now it's vacant. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get it ready.
So would you be willing to share your contact information with neighbors also? Again,
Oh,
in
yes.
case of emergency.
Oh, yes, I will.
Are you aware of the requirements to register the property?
Yes. Yes, we are doing everything like it has to be with permits and everything. Yes.
All right. That's all the questions that I have. Other members may have additional questions. Yes.
Requirements. Do you happen to have a first aid kit? Do you happen to have a first aid kit in there also?
How was
First
the
aid
question?
kit for emergencies, cuts, and so forth. A kit in the house.
Yes, all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's required by law. for Airbnb requires to have all that.
Oh, you just taught me something right there.
Yes.
Thank you.
We have it.
All right, members, any other questions? Thank you, Ms. Castro.
Thank you.
We don't have anybody online to speak to this case.
No, there's no one online.
All right. So at this point, I'll close the public hearing. We're in deliberations on 25 CUP 0106 short-term rental. Note that there are no short-term rentals within 600 feet of the subject area at present. This is Ms. Castro's second short-term rental. She will be managing the property, advertising on Airbnb. No one showed up at the community meeting, but she is accessible to neighbors in case there are any concerns. So any discussion? Anyone ready to make a motion?
Madam Chair, I'll make the motion.
Please proceed.
Thank you. This is Member Vozos. With regard to case number 25, CUP 0106, location 1323 Lacona Lane, I move that we approve the conditional use permit to allow short-term rental of a dwelling unit that is not the primary residence of the property owner. And I base this on the staff report and testimony heard today. Want to bring attention to the conditions on page 7 of 7, that a maximum of 8 guests are allowed and the property needs to be registered within 30 days and also annually after that.
Second, Vita.
It's been properly moved and seconded to approve 25 CUP 0106. Roll call, please.
Horton,
Yes.
Beta,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Bozos,
Yes.
Bond.
Yes. Ms. Castro, your conditional use permit has been approved. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Moving on to 25 CUP 146.
Yep, Sydney Fawcett, Office of Planning Staff, 444 South Fifth Street, 40202. This is 25 CUP 0146. And this is another conditional use permit for a short-term rental for a dwelling unit that is not the primary residence of the owner. This property is located in R5 single-family zoning in the neighborhood form. The applicant is proposing 2 bedrooms, allowing for a 6 guest maximum. There is off-street and on-street parking available at the property, and then there are no short-term rentals with an approved CUP within 600 feet. This is the aerial. You can't kind of see it in the aerial, but by the tree, there's like a parking pad in the back. So that's where that off-street parking is provided. This is the zoning. It's predominantly surrounded by residential, but there is some commercial to the east. And then this is the proximity map showing, again, no short-term rentals approved at the CUP. This is the subject property. This is west of the subject site. And then this is across Mayor Avenue. And then this is the corner of Mayor Avenue and Poplar Level Road, just showing what that commercial activity looks like. The CUP is adequately justified for approval. There are no short-term rentals approved by conditional use permit within 600 feet. It meets all applicable standards of the conditional use permit, and there is sufficient parking on site. Any questions? Or sorry, required action is to approve or deny the conditional use permit. Any questions for staff?
Not a question. I just want to see the photograph of the front of the property again. Okay, thank you. So parking in the back.
Yeah, in the rear.
All right. We have a speaker card. Sir, are you the applicant?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take your testimony, then you can fill out a speaker card.
Good afternoon.
All right.
Travis Scrimshire. I'm the property manager for the owner. It's 1222 Garvin Place, Louisville, Kentucky, 40203.
And your last name again, please?
Scrimshire,
Could you spell that for me?
SCHRIMSHER.
All right, Mr. Shrimpshire, do you swear that the testimony you're about to give today is the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Please proceed.
Okay, we have purchased the property and we have completed a full renovation of the interior and exterior so far. So that photo that you saw is the prior to the renovation.
Okay.
Looks way better now. We basically took over the property from the previous owner. It had a tenant that allowed to go in the property to massive disrepair. We had to do a to-the-studs renovation of the kitchen and bathroom. We were able to establish the other 2 bedrooms in the living room. We have it set up and ready to go.
Okay, and you will be managing the property, is that
Yes, ma'am.
correct? Okay. Same questions that we had for the prior applicant.
Mm-hmm.
Will this be advertised on,
Airbnb and
Airbnb.
VRBO.
all right. Was there a community meeting?
There
Neighborhood
was.
Meeting?
Yes. The main thing that they had where they were excited to see the property actually being renovated because it was an eyesore for the street.
Okay, so no concerns expressed at that meeting?
No.
And you are how far from the property in the event of an emergency?
5 minutes.
Okay, all right. So your information, the information for your company would be shared with the neighbors?
Correct.
All right. And you're aware, sir, of the requirements to register the property?
Yes, ma'am. Very aware.
Members, any other questions?
How many bedrooms does this have?
There's 2.
2 bedrooms?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, the off-street parking. Do you access that from an alley or something?
Yeah, there's an alley that goes behind the house and there was at one time it looked like there was a driveway back there. So we filled it in and put an actual paved driveway in the back.
Okay. But you can't get to it from the front. You go through the alley.
You have to go through the alley, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You get how many cars on that pad?
You can park about 3.
Okay.
It comes pretty close to the house.
Okay. All right. Members, any additional information you need from Mr. Shrimshire? Thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
All right, at this point, I'll close the public hearing. We'll move into deliberations on 25 CUP 0146. Any discussion based on the testimony or the staff report? Or is someone ready to make a motion?
Yeah. Yes, I'm ready.
All right, please
This is
proceed.
Member Vozos. With regard to case number 25 CUP 0146, short-term rental at 1029 Mayor Avenue, I move that we approve the conditional use permit to allow short-term rental of a dwelling unit that is not the primary residence of the owner. I'm going to bring attention to the conditions on page 8, that a maximum of 6 guests is allowed and that it must be registered within 30 days as well as annually. And I base this on the staff report and testimony heard today.
Second, Beta.
Thank you. It's been properly moved and seconded to approve 25 CUP 146. Roll call, please.
Horton,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Bozos,
Yes.
Beta,
Yes.
Bond.
Yes. Mr. Shrimshire, the conditional use permit has been approved. Thank you. All right, that was the last item on the agenda. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank you. We are
Second.
adjourned.
Horton.
Nothing further for the board from staff? All right. Thank you.